What's up, people? This is Simply Miles, and this is episode 3 of my podcast called Lifenerd. And if you guys are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell button to notify you guys on my new uploads. Hello, nerds. How are y'all doing? I hope everyone is doing great. Before anything else, I would like to wish you all a happy new year. I hope that despite the pandemic and all the crazy things that are happening in our country right now, y'all still had a wonderful time with your families. And, just being with our families, it's really something to be thankful for. Alam ko na sa celebration natin ngayon na naganap, it's really very different compared to the past celebrations na meron tayo in our country, kasi ngayon ang daming restrictions, like hindi pwede yung fireworks, hindi pwede yung large crowds or large groups, hindi pwede yung mga concerts or street parties. Pero kahit na ganun, kahit na very intimate lang yung celebration natin ngayon, it's really something to be thankful for, because to be with our families complete and healthy, that's really a blessing from God, kasi maraming pamilya ngayon na hindi sila pwedeng magkasama because of the pandemic, because they were affected. Merong mga hindi natuloy yung flight, or kung meron mang natuloy, nasa quarantine sila ngayon, or earlier the past year, because of the pandemic, hindi na nila ngayon makakasama yung pamilya nila kasi namayapa na yung mga loved ones nila na naapektuhan ng virus. So if you guys are celebrating, or if you guys celebrated New Year or the holidays with your families, don't take that for granted. And kung may natutunan man tayo the past year, yun yung pinaka-importante, yung pinakamahalaga pa rin para sa lahat, yung pamilya natin. So, sana nagkaroon kayo ng magandang New Year celebration. And, 2021, finally, right? I know everyone is super psyched about this. I know everyone is excited to just, start all over again. 2021 is like, a new beginning for all of us. It's a clean slate. We were given a clean slate to do the things that we wanted to do. I know we have a lot of goals, we have a lot of plans that were laid out in the past year, but because of the pandemic, it was put on hold. Pero because of that, meron din tayong mga na-discover sa sarili natin na kala natin hindi natin kaya gawin. Like me, after the wedding, marami kaming mga plans na naka-layout na, parang naplano na namin lahat. Pero yun, boom, nagkaroon ng pandemic. And we have to do something para kumita ng pera. And yung mga 3 months, medyo relax muna, parang honeymoon phase, ganun, parang enjoy muna na being married. Then after that, nag-isip na kami kung ano yung pagkakakitaan. And we never really thought that we would get into it. We found a supplier that trained us online into the milk tea business. So I was into the milk tea business. My husband, he practiced his love for cooking, and yun, we opened up a crave cart. And we don't have a physical shop. It's more of parang food delivery. So I do the milk tea, and he does the chicken wings and the other food. So siya yung chef, tas ako nag-milk tea ako para meron naman akong ambag. So ayun, yun yung ginawa namin. We never really thought we could do it, but we did, and people actually liked it, and we were so excited about that. And towards the end, leaning towards the end of the year, nagkaroon ng mga problems with the supplies. Hindi kami makapagluto ng wings kasi nauubusan ng supplies because of the typhoon that hit Oriental Mindoro and other parts of the Philippines. So nagkaroon ng parang hindi pwede bumiyahe because of the typhoon, ganyan. So, kailangan na namin ng bagong trip. So, siya naman, he found himself selling stuff online. Yun, medyo naging okay din yun as income. Tapos ngayon, we are trying another venture again, which is vlogging and being a YouTuber. And I never really thought that I could do this. I never really thought that I would be a YouTuber and vlogging and podcasting. In my last podcast, I told you guys that pag-iisipan ko kung papakita ko yung sarili ko. Pag-iisipan ko kung kaya ko mag-vlog. But I did. I finally did it, and I'm proud of myself for that. But there are a lot of things that I am looking forward to in 2021, and I have a list. I know you guys already saw my title, the things that we look forward to in 2021. So I'm just gonna go dive into it. Parang napapakwento na ata ako na masyado. So, I created a list, and it was supposed to be 21 things. Pero medyo mahaba kaya sabi ko i-summarize ko na lang siya into 10. So here are the 10 things that I look forward to in 2021. And I know, not just me, but I know these are also the things that you look forward to in 2021. So number 1 on my list on the things that I look forward to in 2021 is traveling without requirements. Kasi we can travel naman, 'di ba? Parang okay na ngayon kasi dati the only people who are allowed to travel are the apors, or in other terms, yung mga alay. Sila lang yung mga pwedeng lumabas, or yung mga authorized personnel outside residence. Yan yung ibig sabihin ng apor. So, sila lang yung mga pwedeng lumabas before. Pero ngayon, pwede na tayo mag-travel, even yung kids. But before you travel, you need to secure a travel authority or a travel pass from PNP. You need to go to the health center to secure a health certificate or a medical certificate, and you also need a PCR test or a swab test if the LGU that you are going to requires it. So, and it has to be done 72 hours before the travel time. And kapag lumabas na ng 72 hours, hindi na tatanggapin yon. You need another PCR test to travel. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being safe. Pero nakakapagod kasi kumuha ng requirements, lalo na dito sa Pilipinas. Sobrang time consuming, ang haba ng pila. Parang alam niyo naman dito sa Pilipinas, hindi yung ang tagal. Ang tagal ng serbisyo talaga. So kwento ka lang, no. During the peak of the virus, kaming mag-asawa, kami yung nagsilbing alay. Kami yung laging lumalabas, bumibili ng supplies, bumibili ng pagkain, nag-grocery, namamalengke. And naranasan talaga namin yung sobrang hirap kumuha ng barangay pass and travel pass. Kasi pumupunta kami sa Calapan to buy supplies. So, hindi lang yun kasi kailangan namin mag-bank transactions kasi may mga tao kami na tinutulungan, so kailangan namin mag-withdraw ng pera. Punta kami sa bangko doon, and then mag-grocery na rin kami, mamamalengke kami kasi mas kumpleto sa Calapan kaysa sa dito sa Victoria. So mas prefer namin talaga na doon mamili. So what we do is we wake up early in the morning, around 6 o'clock in the morning, and we go to our barangay para mag-secure ng barangay health certificate, and a barangay pass. And that barangay pass is needed for us to go to the munisipyo. And dun sa munisipyo, pipila ka na naman ulit around 45 minutes to an hour to secure a travel pass for us to go to Calapan. Imagine that, sobrang hirap. And ang haba-haba ng pila kasi nandun yung mga tao na kailangan kumuha ng pass for them to go to Calapan kasi working sila, dun sila nagtatrabaho, yung mga farmers, drivers, may mga call center agents, may mga sales ladies. So, imbis na nilalaan na lang nila yung panahon nila para magpahinga, ayun, pumipila pa sila doon dagdag stress pa para sa kanila. You may imagine that every day kailangan nila pumila to secure a pass to go to Calapan. And, you know, it was so hard, it was so time consuming, and that pass, it was only valid for a day from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. So, dapat before 5 o'clock, paalis na kami ng Calapan, or else, hindi na kami papayagan tumawid. Ganun kahigpit. And sobrang hirap. Pero ngayon, medyo maluwag na kasi yung Mindoro, low risk area na siya. Thank God. Hindi na namin kailangan mag-secure ng travel pass unless na tatawid barko or sasakay ng barko to go to Batangas or to go to Marikina. You still need to secure a travel pass. And sobrang hirap. Ayoko na ulit ma-experience yun. I just want to travel freely without the requirements. Okay na yung passport, okay na yung plane tickets, okay na yung mga ferry tickets, pero yung ganun, na sobrang time consuming, sobrang hirap talaga. Okay, number 2 on my list is going out with family without social distancing. Yan. That's another thing that I'm looking forward to in 2021 because it's really hard to see your kids na they can't go out and they're just inside the house, and hindi naman ibig sabihin na masama na nasa bahay lang sila. Of course, we're just being safe, but I just miss taking my kids out, going to the restaurant and eating together, and them going to the mall and naglalaro sila doon. I miss those moments where I can take them out. Naranasan din namin yun when the kids were finally allowed to go out. When finally, kasi itong Oriental Mindoro naging low risk area na siya. So, the kids were finally allowed to go out. We went to McDonald's para to have lunch, and when we went there, we needed to observe social distancing. So, the kids were sitting together by themselves, and kami mag-asawa, we need to sit on parang magkahiwalay na upuan, tsaka magkahiwalay na table kasi wala nang available na 2-seaters. So, may mga 1-seater lang na chairs and table. And buti na lang yung mga bata magkatabi sila. So, it was really hard. Parang, what's the point? Sana nag-take out na lang kami. Tapos, doon na lang kami kumain sa loob ng sasakyan or sa bahay na lang. Pero, still, it's really good kasi it's educational for the kids to let them know what's happening outside. Kasi, lagi na nga lang sila nasa bahay. So, maganda na nakita nila na this is what we're going to do. You need to observe social distancing. You need to log in your details sa may guard, and they need to take your temperature, and you need to have your alcohol always, or wet wipes, yung mga ganong bagay. It's really educational for them. Kaya nga, nakakatawa lang kasi magkakahiwalay kami dun sa restaurant. After we ate, magkakasama naman kami dun sa sasakyan. So, what's the point, diba? Of the social distancing. Kasi magkakasama din naman kami sa bahay, pati sa sasakyan. But then, it's really good kasi your kids learn how to follow rules. They learn how to observe the new normal. I really do miss going out, sitting together, having lunch or dinner with the family. So, ayun, hopefully hindi na magtagal na bumalik din tayo sa ganong normal ulit. Sana bumalik na sa normal lahat. Ayoko na ng new normal. Gusto ko na bumalik sa dati. Please lang. So, yun. So, that's number 2. Number 3 on my list is hugging, high fives, and handshakes. Yung mga physical contact yan. Yung mga, nakakamiss din gawin. Kasi, sometimes when you see people that you haven't seen for a while, parang iba kasi yung nabibigay ng handshake or yung bebeso ka or yung yayakap ka. Parang, pag nakita, oy! Hindi mo siya pwedeng hawakan kasi may virus. Parang antaray lang ng dating. Hindi naman sa dahil nandidiri ka sa kanila, pero parang Parang syempre, you're just being safe, 'di ba? Pero syempre, iba pa rin yung nabibigay ng physical contact. Lalo na when you're comforting other people. You can't even touch them. You can't even give a hug or, a friendly tap on the back dahil nga may virus. You know, again, you're not being mataray or maarte. It's just that, you're being safe. If you see people, like, even, like, celebrities, yung gano'n, nakapag-hug sila sa mga post nila, kasi, nakapag-PCR test sila, so, alam nilang, confident sila na, safe na makapag-hug or makapag-physical contact. Pero, as mortals, we rely on face mask and social distancing kasi wala tayong pang PCR test. Kaya, ayun, we are just hoping that this year, talagang magkaroon na ng lunas yung virus so we can all go back to our handshakes, our high fives, our hugs. So, ayun. That's number 3. So, number 4 on my list is seeing other people's whole faces and going out without masks and face shields. Nakakamiss din yung time na makikita mo yung mga reactions ng mga tao, yung mga smiling faces ng mga bata. Everything is just covered up. It's just super uncomfortable, especially wearing a mask. I don't like it. It's super hard to breathe, especially when it's very humid. Parang ang hirap pa kasi dumidikit yung pawis mo dun sa mask and it's so uncomfortable and parang parang ang lagkit ng feeling, hindi talaga siya komportable. Pero, although, sometimes, maganda yung naka-mask kasi ako, medyo introvert ako and there are times that, wala ako sa mood makipag-socialize and especially sa malls, kapag may mga nakikita akong kakilala ko, or kahit sa daan lang pag dumadaan, parang ang gandang camouflage ng mask kasi hindi ka nila makikita if nakangiti ka. Parang, it's not you guys. I'm sorry. Minsan lang talaga wala ako sa mood makipag-socialize. Kaya, nagtatago ako behind that mask. Pero, syempre, it's very uncomfortable nga. My husband knows kasi minsan kapag mga nakakita kami nakakilala sa mall, siya gusto niyang makipag-socialize doon sa kanila. Pero ako, nagtatago ako talaga. But I'm saying again, it's not you, it's me. There are times like, kasi hindi ako talaga magaling sa small talk talaga. Hindi ako mahilig sa small talk. Buti na lang yung asawa ko, he's an extrovert. Sobrang extrovert niya and doon ako nagtatago sa kanya. Kapag medyo okay na yung usapan, doon ako sumasabat. Kaya ayun. So, that's number 4 on my list, seeing people's whole faces and going out without masks and face shields. Number 5 on my list is sending my kids to school and yung pagbabalik ng face-to-face classes. Yun talaga, I'm really looking forward to that kasi iba talaga yung, para sa akin, iba yung na-offer ng face-to-face classes compared to the new distance learning kasi okay naman, maganda naman yung mga modules, pero, hindi talaga mag-work yun para sa akin. Kasi ako, I'm not a teacher. I have nothing against those parents, who decided to homeschool their kids. I don't have anything against that. It's just me. Hindi ako marunong magturo. And I feel na walang matutunan sa akin yung mga anak ko kasi, I understand the lesson, I understand the workload, pero I really can't teach them. Kaya parang mas maganda na mas matutunan nila yon sa mga teachers nila. And yung mga explanations kasi sa module, hindi mo kasi talaga maintindihan yun kapag babasahin mo lang. Iba pa rin yung motivation na meron kayong mga school activities or, you learn with your peers, makasama mo yung mga classmates mo, makalaro mo yung mga classmates mo, makita mo si crush, diba? Ibang experience kasi yun. I know, lahat tayo galing doon. Parang, diba, enjoy tayo sa high school, elementary life natin. Kahit na yung mga teachers natin on terror. Pero, look at us now, diba? Magandang experience kasi siya, ang dami nating kwento, ang dami nating napagdaanan, na-experience natin yung prom, high school dances. I also want my kids to experience that, yung mga field trips, other school activities like school bands. Gusto ko maibalik lahat ng yun kasi maganda rin yung mga bata na nakakapag-socialize, lalo na sa generation ngayon na lahat digital na. So, parang, parang hindi na ma-separate yung pag-aaral. Kapag nandito sa school, you always search the internet, parang computer na naman lagi yung kaharap. And ang hirap, mas maganda yung, magkaroon sila ng, makipag-socialize sila sa mga ibang students. And, talagang, para sa akin, teachers, shout out to all the teachers kasi sabi nga, teaching is not just a profession but it's a calling, it's a gift. So, kapag hindi ka talaga teacher, hindi ka talaga magiging effective. Talagang iba yung patience level ng mga teachers eh. Ako nga, 2 lang yung estudyante dito sa bahay pero hindi ko sila kaya turuan. Pero yung mga teachers, 30 to 50 students, kaya na lang turuan. So, shout out to all the teachers. Thank you all for your sacrifices, for your patience to your students. So, ayun, I'm really looking forward to face-to-face classes. Number 6 on my list is sports. I know there are a lot of sports fans like my husband. They are looking forward to playing sports with their friends. Yung mga liga dyan. Siyempre, nakakamiss manood ng liga. Yung pag-support mo sa mga team mo. Nakakamiss din manood ng mga professional sports like yung PBA, yung volleyball, yung mga ganyan. So, ngayon kasi allowed naman maglaro pero bawal yung crowd. So, ayun, nakakamiss lang din manood ng sports. Lalo na yung mga liga, yung mga sa barangay-barangay. Ayan. Number 7 on my list are reunions, birthday parties, anniversaries, get-togethers, weddings. I'm really looking forward to that in 2021 because, these things, they only happen once a year. You only get to celebrate your birthday once a year. And, there are times that I like the intimate celebrations, yung just family and friends. Pero, sometimes I do miss the chaos, people, you invite a lot of people to your birthday, and you get to celebrate it with your friends and the people that you haven't seen in a while. Kung may natutunan tayo sa pandemic na to is yung celebration of life, that we should always celebrate life. So, pag dumating yung birthday mo, celebrate it with the people you love, go to your relatives, join the reunions, kasi hindi araw-araw malakas ka, hindi araw-araw makakasama mo sila. So, just live your life to the fullest and be with the people that you love. And that's something that I'm really looking forward to. And hopefully on my birthday, I get to celebrate with my friends, my family, my loved ones, complete, makapag-invite man lang na marami. Ganon. Kasi, it doesn't happen every day. You only get to celebrate once a year. So, yun. Number 8 on my list is yung church, yung fellowship. Siyempre, ngayon pwede din naman na tayo mag-church pero hindi pwedeng 100% yung number ng congregation. Dapat, I think, 30 to 50% lang dapat yung laman ng church. And, yun, nakakamiss din makipag-fellowship, nakakamiss yung going to church without any restrictions. Hindi ka naman makapag-worship ng maayos kasi you have to wear your face mask or face shield. Kaya napakahirap, we really can't wait for things to go back to normal. Number 9, it's along the same theme, yung crowds, going to concerts, movies, yung magko-commute ka with peace of mind na hindi ka may infect ng virus kasi ang hirap mag-commute na sobrang ka, lalo na yung mga OC. No, I can't just imagine yung mga germaphobe like me na parang hahawa ka lang dun sa handlebar, parang ang hirap-hirap. 1 spray isn't enough, kailangan dapat 10 sprays. Ako kasi pag magsaspray dapat 5 sprays para sa akin. Hindi pwedeng 2, hindi pwedeng 6. Dapat 5 sprays ng alcohol kasi ewan ko, parang sa akin yun na yung pinakamalinis. So minsan yung guard, kapag papasok ka sa mall, sprayan ka ng alcohol, 2 sprays lang. Ganon. Pero, hindi ako nakakontento doon, so nilalabas ko yung akin. Magpa 5 sprays ako. Sorry. OC problems lang. Ganon. So, yun, ang weird lang, no? Pero ganun, nakakamiss yung when you go to concerts, yan, go to movie theaters, yun, nakakamiss yung mga ganung bagay. And number 10, of course, is yung spending the holidays with your loved ones without any restrictions, just having fun, spending Christmas together, spending New Year's. We can't wait for it to go back to normal. So there you go, guys. Those are the things that I am looking forward to the most in 2021. And kung papansinin nyo guys yung list ko, I didn't focus on material things. I didn't focus on so much traveling. I didn't focus on businesses. Kung papansin nyo, itong mga bagay na nilulook forward to natin this year, yung mga bagay na normal na lang, ng mga dating normal na lang sa buhay natin. Biruin nyo, 1 taon lang yun natigil, pero sobrang miss na natin. Sobrang gusto na natin mabalik sa normal. And, doon natin malalaman na yung mga bagay na importante are the things that we usually take for granted. Ang sabi nga, the best things in life are for free. And these things, going to crowded areas, hugging people, going out with your families, going to church, those things are free. You don't have to pay for that. You don't need to invest so much in it. And, ayun nga, hopefully, after the virus, after our lives go back to normal, may we never take these things for granted. May we always remind ourselves of what the virus or what the pandemic has taught us. Kasi, kapag ganyan na naman, bumalik tayo sa dati, hindi na naman natin pinaglaanan ng time yung family natin, hindi na naman natin pinaglaanan ng time yung mga parents natin, grandparents, parang wala tayong natutunan dun sa pandemic. And, I just hope and I just pray na as we go back to normal, we prioritize these things. We prioritize the time that we have with our families and our friends. And itong mga simpleng bagay na to, it's always the simplest things. Kaya parang, big gestures, they're fine. Maging big time YouTuber ka, yes, why not? Mag-boom yung business mo, yes, why not? 'Di ba? There's nothing wrong with goals like that. Pero minsan dahil sa sobrang focus natin dun sa mga life goals natin, dahil sa sobrang focus natin sa kagustuhan natin maging successful, nakakalimutan natin na ma-appreciate yung mga bagay na meron na tayo. And these things, the list that I had, we all had this before, but we took it for granted. Kaya siguro, dumating yung pandemic to teach us all a lesson. And if we just throw away the things that we learned, baliwala lang din. And, that's what I really wanted to share to you guys. To, focus on what's really important in life. And that is, the things that you cannot buy in a store. The things that we have now to, prioritize our time with our families, to focus less on material things, to focus less on the things that you cannot buy with money. But, let us focus on our relationships. Let us focus on our time with our kids, our families, parents, our husbands, our wives. Those are the things that we cannot buy with money. Kasi, I'm telling you guys, hindi lahat nabibili ng pera. Kung lahat nabibili ng pera, bakit meron pa ring mayayaman na hindi masaya? Bakit mas mataas ang suicidal rate ng mga taong mayayaman kesa sa mga taong less fortunate? So, yun lang. I just really wanted to share that to you guys. I know this podcast is way long overdue. Gusto ko sana i-share sa inyo to guys before the new year, but I was really busy spending time with the family, being with my husband, being a mother, Kaya, you know, yun lang yung mga natutunan ko the past year. Kaya sana makatulong din sa inyo tong podcast na to. As we move forward to the new year, as we move forward to 2021, may we never forget the things that are most important to us. So, thank you all for tuning in again. Looking forward to sharing with you guys again next time. And if you guys could like and subscribe to my channel, that would be awesome. That sums it up for today. Thank you guys and have a great day, everyone. Enjoy life, take one step at a time, and enjoy every moment. God bless.